What's up, everyone? All right, well, here we are, Tuesday morning, second day back in my office. Nice to have all the monitor space back. It's a lot easier to see charts on a monitor this big than on, the small portable monitor. So that was good. We had some good opportunities today, some nice momentum and energy names, both up and down, which was good. I mean, it was great to see, and I was able to get green, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm not overstaying my welcome. So got in, got green, and now, between yesterday and today, I've made back what I lost on Thursday and Friday of last week. So, just like that, it's water under the bridge, which is why it's, important to remember not to get too frustrated on Thursday and Friday when there'll be water under the bridge a few days, a week from now. But it's hard for me to help that because in the moment, I was feeling just a high level of frustration with this current market because it's been such a grind. And so, today I was grateful to be green, and, with these 2 days I've rallied back to basically all-time highs in my account, and now I've just got to kind of hold this level. And I'm trying to think about daily goals and share size and stuff like that, what's realistic in this market. So I was looking at my my daily average this year. It's about 4,600 per day. So, a $5,000 daily goal is, that's a good number. I think that's a good target for me right now. Is it less than last year? Yeah, well, obviously, but it's still a good target. And I think anything over 2,500 is a pretty darn good day in a bear market. So 2,500 is kind of my minimum goal. 5,000 is where I'd like to be. And on a daily today where I hit 10, I did it in basically one trade, and that's awesome. And those days I'm grateful for them, and I want to show I'm grateful by not overstaying my welcome. So just shutting it down and walking away. Reminder as always, though, that my results are not typical, and trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, and there's no guarantee that you'll find success as a trader, whether you learn from me or you trade on your own. So you've got to take it slow. And this is a good time to be learning. Practice during a bear market, because if you can make money and you can find an edge in this market, I think that's going to set a really strong foundation for the future. So with that, I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoy the recap, and I'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning. All right, well, I'll do a recap of today's trades. So it's about 10 a.m., coming to the end of the first 30 minutes of the market being open. Got some good trades pre-market on energy. So this was a bit of a hot sector today. We had USO moving up, and it's still moving up. So USO moving up nicely. We had HUSA, HUSA, Houston Energy, American Energy Company, move up nicely. My first entry on this one was at $7, went up to a high of 8. So that was beautiful. INDO, my first entry on this was around 9. This 5-minute pullback was very clean, gave us a move up to 1050. So that was great. And then COGT was the third one I traded, which I'm break even on. So why don't we start with COGT since it was the first one I traded. So COGT had well, if you look at the daily chart first, you can see that this is a stock that's moved up over the past several days. Today's day 3. Yesterday on day 2, you actually got some nice action on it. Day 1, nice move. Day 2, nice move. So, a little bit risky to trade on day 3. To counter the risk, I traded it with smaller size. So I tried to manage my risk pretty well. And you can kind of see maybe if you had drawn the trend line like that, but I don't know that anyone really would have drew it like that before that candle had formed. I don't know, but maybe like that. So in any case, kind of a head and shoulders pattern here, with these being the 2 shoulders and this sort of being the 2 arms. So on this one, I jumped in as it started squeezing up here. I tried to get in at about 920, which was the high of this candle, 923. I ended up getting filled at like 9, what was it? Well, I can check here. I got filled at 934, and I only got a partial fill. And then I pressed shift 1 to add at 942, and I hit a high of 948 or 958. And and I took some profit off the table. I was like, you know what, quick base hit, get in, get out. And then I got back in on this kind of micro pullback that was happening right here. I got back in right there at about 942, and I stopped out on this candle here at like 930. So I went from up 300 on it to down, well, I guess to up 15. So I made 300, then I lost 285 or whatever. So it's fine. So that was my first trade. And I just kind of was like, you know what? Don't be aggressive. Don't try to size up. This isn't really the great setup to do that on anyways, so just go easy. And I did. So that was good. The next trade was on HUSA. So this one pops up, and I had traded it the other day. So when it started squeezing up right here, I jumped in for the break of 7. So it hit a high of 697. It did a micro pullback, and I got in for the break through new high. So that's a micro pullback setup. Those watching on YouTube, you can check out the series that I've been doing on technical analysis if you're interested. I can pull it up here as well. So this series that I put out, it was last week or just the week before, has a ton of helpful videos, and they're all sort of based on technical analysis. So based on micro pullbacks, teaching you how to trade micro pullbacks and things like that. So let's see. This one right here, just for instance, is how to read stock charts for day trading. So that was the first video that I put out in the series. And then it's a multi-part series. So there's a bunch of other videos that you could check out here. And a lot of them have a link to download my micro pullback PDF. So you could download the micro pullback PDF if you want to learn a little bit more about this micro pullback, which I traded on HUSA today. So micro pullback at 697, that gave a trade up to 710. It pulls back. There's another opportunity right in here. I didn't take that one because I was sort of like, you know what? I took 2 trades on COGT. The first one was green. The second one I gave it back. I don't think I want to push it. So I just took the one trade at that time. And then my next trade was as it broke out right through here. So we got this breakout, cup formation, cup and handle, and then a squeeze. First pullback 760. It goes higher up to 8, hit a high of 803. So $561.58 on HUSA. And when I saw HUSA starting to break out right here, which is also when USO was moving higher, and we also had KOLD, which was moving higher, I said, you know what, I'm going to jump on INDO because it had already squeezed from 8 to 9. And so I got in it for the breakthrough 9 right here, and I added at 950, added at 968, and we got this squeeze up to 1016, then a micro pullback here for a move up to 1051. That was a nice move, and that was enough for me to exceed the daily goal for today. So then I kept trading it as it pulled back. I got a dip off the VWAP. We got a nice pop there. But I didn't want to overstay my welcome on it. And I think that's kind of the name of the game right now, to get in, get green when you have those big moves, and then sit back when things start to get choppy and wait for the next one. So I did that well today, and this recovers the loss from Thursday. Yesterday recovered the loss from Friday. So now I'm back to about where I was before those 2 red days. So I had 2 red days, now 2 green days, and they've been pretty much a dollar for dollar match of what I lost and now what I've made back. So that's good. You know, I'm not in great shape on the month, but sitting at around probably $25,000 on the month, something like that. Maybe a little bit less after commissions. So for me right now, that's definitely a slow month. For others, that would be like the best month ever, but you know, it's all relative. So for me, that's a bit of a slow month. As always, I'll say that my results are not typical. There's no guarantee that you'll find success whether you learn from me or you trade on your own. I share my results with you so you know the person you're learning from actually is a profitable trader. And I am. I'm making money even through this bear market. It's a little slower, but you know, I'm pulling a little bit profit out here and there. And you know, we're coming up to about halfway through the month, so that has me tracking for around 50,000 on the month. You know, but maybe I'll come in short, maybe I'll beat it. at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because a month is just one very small leg of this, marathon of trying to be a trader. So it doesn't really matter, and I'm not going to focus on it that much, but that just is where I am today. And this morning, I was pretty disciplined about not overstaying my welcome. I got in, I was fortunate enough to get green, and then I shut it down. I was aggressive on INDO because I added. I could have just gotten in at 9 and not added. And if I hadn't added at 968, for that move higher, 980, I wouldn't have made as much. That's always a tricky one. I question what the right move is there, and just in general. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't question it at all. I mean, my results speak for themselves, but the problem with adding is that sometimes, especially when the market is colder, you end up adding into a what ends up being a nasty flush, and you think, well, I should have just taken the base hit. But we had some good momentum today with HUSA, with USO, and INDO as a former Momo stock. So I think I had the right idea. Yeah, Revlon. You've got some other things moving here, but I don't know. I'm just gonna take the money off the table. I'm gonna lead by example here, get green, shut it down, get out. I ended up having a bigger green day than I was expecting, so I'm grateful for that. And I think I have to show I'm grateful by being happy to take it off the table and not feel like I need to try to get more today. So that's it for me. Green day recap. Nice momentum on energy names, and we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.